Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, rather had fun,
There are there's a whole new generation of talent coming through who we don't even know who those players are yet. Some of them haven't even picked up a paddle yet. But there is a generation of players coming through now, some of them playing in our next gen tournaments, for example, who are pure pickleball. You know, they've never played tennis. They've grown up with this game. They've been given the opportunity to earn some money, gain some recognition within the APP, and that's a really important part of our long-term philosophy, is giving opportunities for players like that to continue to grow and develop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've got one in San Antonio this weekend, right?
We do. Yeah, Chicken and Pickle down in San Antonio. It's a really good environment. It's a really good atmosphere down there. And back to what we were saying about how do we elevate those players. I have a team of people from the marketing group who are down there who are going to shoot video, shoot still photos, who are going to do a bunch of storytelling around that event, which is a pretty significant investment. But it's really important that we're creating great content that helps tell that story, as well as it is for us at the main APP Tour events.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we actually had, I've been playing the last couple of days with Elliot Ship, who's from Arkansas, down here to play at Next Gen. He's been playing over at the lab with us, and he played baseball before this. He's 16, he's been playing pickleball for a couple of years, no tennis, and yeah, when Next Gen first came out, like maybe 2 years ago, you might not like this, but it was pretty trash. The kids were not that good 2 years ago, right? Like, but now it's like, dang, that kid is Next Gen. Like, he's like hanging in there and winning games against me, Sincola, Stefan, obviously Carlos. He's probably better than Carlos. But like the level from Next Gen, and I say some of these things mostly just to be inflammatory, but the level of Next Gen has increased so much over the 18 months, 2 years that it's been there. Right? Like, it's pretty impressive to see. And it's pretty impressive to see how these junior players play differently from the people that have grown up with that tennis background.
Yeah, it's I think that evolution and the growth in that program is largely down to Ken Herman's dedication to it. I will say watch this space, because we have some more news coming pretty soon about how that program is going to expand, and how quickly we're going to start growing that, and in the collegiate space as well. But I think one of the things, you may have seen this, we took that Next Gen team up to Park City, Utah, to the US Olympic ski and snowboard training facility up there, and spent some time with them, putting them through a full training program within an Olympic facility up in altitude in Utah. That's the sort of thing that we have to do to continue to increase the capabilities of these players and to continue to elevate their status. I think it's necessary for us to invest in that program, because that's what's going to help develop them as athletes. That's what's improving their game. So again, that's a kind of that's a sign of where we're putting resource, effort, and energy to continue to grow the game at multiple levels.
Love it. Yeah, Next Gen's exciting. You do get to see a ton of new names, and names that you're gonna see for years to come.
Yeah.
What's the outlook on college pickleball?
Hugely exciting for us. So the Collegiate Championships that we did up in Westfield, Indiana, was incredibly well received. We were inundated with requests from teams who wanted to take part. We had a really good strong field when we staged the tournament, and obviously putting that on CBS for the final products of that out on linear broadcast. Again, I think is an important part of kind of showing our strong focus on that piece of the game. So we're going to be announcing some expansion of the collegiate program through the course of this year. There is obvious interest from the college space now that there is a rapid growth in things like scholarships being offered, things like facilities available to players at different schools around the country, and it's an important part of our long-term plan.
Do you work directly with any of these universities, colleges, or is this mostly like working with the club manager and figuring out how to get them all out to an event?
It's a little bit of both. There is some of the former, so we are starting to now work directly with some schools on how we can integrate them.
I guess the other part of my question is, are these schools starting to show interest and kind of make the first move and kind of come to you guys?
Yes, that is starting to happen.
Yeah.
And I think when we take the wraps off the next big part of our collegiate program, I think that's going to accelerate that very quickly.
What's the next big part of the collegiate program?
Watch this space.
Okay. All right. That's good. Are you sure you don't want to divulge anything?
My life is not worth it. There'll be somebody watching this who will be very angry if I divulge that right now.
So, I mean, depending on, I'm not sure what you can and cannot say, but is the idea to sort of do these regional college tournaments and then get all the winners out to a national championship?
One could surmise that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Shout out Shannon Dan, who will be watching this and probably asking me not to say anything else at this point.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So big plans there. I mean, I know Duper is growing the collegiate space. I'm seeing all sorts of interest. I mean, I think like our podcast out of all of our channels has the youngest audience and has a big audience of these collegiate players. My little brother plays for the Michigan club pickleball team, and it's crazy to see like the growth that's happening there and across all these different clubs. So it's cool to see that pickleball seems to be shedding that reputation as like the geriatric sport and is, starting to get its hooks into, younger players. I mean, if you think about somebody in college, maybe I think about my, how cool I am too much, but like in college, I probably would have been like, I'm not playing pickleball. Like that's a goofy thing. I don't want to be looked at the kid playing pickleball, but I don't think it has that reputation anymore. Like I think it's sort of turned from the quirky sport to sort of this like new up and coming exciting thing.
Yeah, I mentioned how much investment we put into data, and last year we did some more research to understand who's playing, as I said earlier, why they're playing, when and where. The average age of a pickleball player per our research is now 34.8. And the fastest growth is in that 18 to 25-year-old category. It feels to me like we crossed the tipping point of pickleball being a kind of cultural phenomenon into being a almost cultural norm some point through last year. Mm-hmm. I remember back in 2021 when we were involved with launching MLP, making phone calls to people in the media world about pickleball, and kind of the first question was always, what is that? We're way past that point.
Right.
Obviously, everybody now in this country knows what the sport is. Then the challenge was, it's not an old person sport. It is a sport for everybody, and it's rooted in fun. It's rooted in people feeling good about themselves and about the people around them. And I think now that we're way past that point, where people are asking kind of basic questions about the sport, it's not surprising that it's being picked up by people everywhere for some really, really obvious reasons. I mean, it's a very good way of staying healthy. It's a very good way of meeting new people and hanging out with friends. The amount of kind of anecdotal reports we get from people who say, I used to go to the gym and run on a treadmill for 45 minutes. Now I go and play pickleball in my lunch break. That is becoming the norm. So if that's as true for somebody who is 18, 19, 20, 21 as it is for people in their 40s, 50s, 60s. So it's also the reason why when I'm asked, is pickleball here to stay, I say absolutely, because it's got its foundation so deep into the kind of people's normal lives that's why I think it's built for long-term success.
Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, you into pickleball at all? You into pickleball? No? Alright. I've got a nice little side hustle going here. I basically just show up at pickleball courts and I bring some products that they might need, and I slang pickleball products. With pickleball being such a hot sport right now, there's a lot of different products coming out and it's hard to keep up with. So I just basically bring the products directly to the customer right here. Hey bro. Hey, you're looking thirsty out there. You need one of these ice shakers? You know, to be honest with you, though, all I'm really doing is I just subscribe to the pickleball box, and it comes straight to my door with all the hottest pickleball gear in here, and it's like $250 worth of stuff, and I get it for 99 bucks. Hey, Donna, I got that new Fila zip-up you were asking about right here. Yeah, that pickleball Fila zip-up, yeah. Yo, these pickleball junkies, man, once you give them a taste of that new product that they got coming out, they can't get enough of it. Hey, Tom, weren't you asking about some pickleball socks, man? I got some socks right here for you, brand new. Yo, did y'all need some sunblock? Was somebody asking about some sunblock? Hey, what's up, bro? You want to check out what all I got? Yeah, come check it out, man. Check it out. Wait. Cops, dude. Cops. Be cool. What's up, officer? Good day? Having a good day? Good. All right, check it out.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, rather had fun, yeah.